Good morning. Welcome to today's class. We are going to look at entrepreneurship, and our learning outcome for today by the end of the lesson you should be able to define the term entrepreneur, outline the characteristics of an entrepreneur, identify entrepreneurial skills, and lastly outline the entrepreneurial process. So, who can read for me who is an entrepreneur? Who is an entrepreneur?
Can we answer?
Yes, Amon.
An entrepreneur is anybody who undertakes the risk associated with creating, organizing, and owning a business.
Very well, yeah. So, like you have said, an entrepreneur is an individual who undertakes the risk associated with creating, organizing, and owning a business, yeah?
Who undertakes the risk associated with creating, organizing, and owning a business. Yeah?
So, we move to the next objective. We're going to look at what are the characteristics of successful entrepreneurs.
We're going to look at
Valentine, can you read for us one of the characteristics of a successful entrepreneur?
Valentine, can you read for us one of the characteristics of a successful entrepreneur?
Sorry, come again. Very good. So an entrepreneur should never give up. He should persistent until he meets his objective. Another characteristic, Nicolene?
An entrepreneur should be creative.
Good, yeah. So an entrepreneur should always be coming up with new ideas and new ways of doing things, yeah. So that he can remain relevant in the market. Amon, another characteristic. Should be good, yeah. So an entrepreneur should be goal oriented. He should always keep in mind or be focused about what he or she wants to achieve from starting a business. Yeah? Another characteristic is that an entrepreneur should be independent, should be self-confident, that is, believing in himself or herself. And lastly, an entrepreneur should be a risk taker. So, we move on to the next characteristic, we move on to the skills needed or required by successful entrepreneurs. And what are some of the skills needed by successful entrepreneurs? Amon?
Should have communication skills.
Yes. So one of the skills required by entrepreneurs is that they should be eloquent and be able to articulate their issues well, so that they can be able, to make sales. Another skill, Valentine, another skill needed by successful entrepreneurs.
A successful entrepreneur should have human relationships.
Very good, yeah. So a good entrepreneur should be able to relate well with people, yeah. He should, so that if you are not able to relate well with people, even selling your products or your goods or services will be very hard, yeah. Another skill, Nicolene, can you hear me? Valentine, okay. Valentine. Technical skills, yeah, that is very correct. Amon, another skill. Yes, of course, you cannot go to start a business yet you do not have the basics of what you are doing, yeah. So at least you should have basic knowledge of what a business entails and how to run the business. Another skill required is math skills. You should be able to know how your business is performing. Is it making profit? Is it making losses? And so on. Yeah? So we move on to the next bit, and we are going to look at the entrepreneurial process. And entrepreneurial process normally consists of 5 stages. The first stage is discovery. The second one is concept development. The third one is resourcing. The fourth one is actualization, and the fifth one is harvesting. Yeah. So Amon, kindly read for me what is in the first step, discovery.
In this stage, the stage in which the entrepreneur gets ideas and opportunities external market.
Yes, very good. So in this first stage is whereby an entrepreneur generates ideas, recognizes opportunities that are there in the market, and also studies the market. Yeah? So hereby the entrepreneur normally considers the following: the hobbies or skills, the consumer needs and wants. He normally conducts surveys and questionnaires, and also one should also study the demographics. So we go to the next step, which is concept development. Valentine, read for us what you can see on the screen.
In concept development, entrepreneurs prepare the following unique steps to develop a business plan.
Yes, yeah. So the first step, you develop a business plan, and the business plan is a detailed proposal describing the business idea. Yeah. You also, in this step, you choose the location for the business. Is the business online, or does it have a physical location whereby customers can visit and purchase products and services, or is it a combination of both online and a physical location? Yeah. Also, it is in this stage that you decide if the idea will need a patent or a trademark. Yeah? And a patent is an exclusive right granted for an invention. Yeah? We move to the third step, resourcing. Ken, can you be able to see the screen?
Yeah, madam.
Yes. What is in resourcing?
It's the stage in which
Very good, Ken. So entrepreneurs normally contemplate on the following: they identify potential investors, they also apply for loans, grants, and financial assistance, and also it is in this stage that they also hire employees. Yeah? So let's look at the fourth step, which is actualization. And in this stage, this is the stage in which the entrepreneur operates the business and utilizes resources to achieve its goals and objectives. And normally, entrepreneurs prepare the following: the grand opening of the business, the day-to-day operations of the business. So let us look at the last step, which is harvesting. Nicolene, can you please read for us what is in the fifth stage? Be louder, please. Yeah, good. So harvesting is normally the stage in which the entrepreneur decides on ventures, future growth, development, or demise. Yeah? And entrepreneurs consider the following: the future plans for the business. Is the business going to expand? Are there additional locations? Is the company going to change its structures? Yeah? So we have come to the end of the lesson. Let us meet in our next class, which will be next week. Thank you very much and have a nice day.